Hey guys, it's Mark Rodriguez.
Paige.
Yes, and you're watching the review Sanctum, where everything and anything may be reviewed. And they're going to be doing a double thing, a little bit of a double feature. We're going to be doing Dawn of Justice, Batman vs. Superman. Yes, we finally got to see it. And The Killing Joke, the animated version of the famous comic book classic 2. Yes. And well, we're going to start with Dawn of Justice. We're going to try not to drag it out too long. We're going to give out just our, I guess the plot and more or less our thoughts on it, and then we'll just move on. And of course, spoilers, because we're going to just talk about it raw, like just how it is.
It's old news now, so...
Yeah, there's always that one person.
You don't need to do the... I don't think you just don't need to do the plot.
More or less. So
it sucked.
Okay.
There you go.
Dawn of Justice, real quick. The plot takes place after the first movie. I guess people support or even worship Superman. Batman's too paranoid because, I guess Superman might be too dangerous and too powerful. Lex Luthor's in it. I mean, it's a weird plot.
Jesse Eisenberg, I think that's his name. Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. He's a weird actor.
Yeah.
I don't care for him too much. I like him in, what's it now? He was in Zombieland. I really liked him in that one. And then Now You See Me. But he's just smart ass, sarcastic. I don't really care for his character. I mean him as an actor. Who? That's my opinion about him. But yeah.
Yeah, and
that was a weird Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he eventually clones the dead General Zod from the first movie into Doomsday. Wonder Woman appears and Superman dies at the end, you know. But the thing is, oh my god, the movie was such a chore to get through. It was so boring at the beginning, just so
confusing.
Out. Yes, and it just felt like they were trying to jam in so many storylines all at once. Like, Batman had no real reason to hate Superman, or at least not that much. Maybe to keep an eye on him, but he wanted to kill him and everything, you know, jeez.
Just because of what happened in where was that, in
that courthouse, you mean? Or?
No, the first movie.
Metropolis.
Yeah, what happened there? Maybe that really scared him, because you know how paranoid Batman is. What movie was that? That animated movie where he tried to figure out how can he kill the whole Justice League? He's paranoid. Called
Justice League Doom. Yeah.
Yeah. So he tries to figure out ways to kill everybody. So he is a paranoid person. If there's a very overly superpowered person, he's gonna figure out how to kill you if something goes wrong with you, if you go nuts or something. So he was paranoid Superman, even though he presents himself as good. He just pretty much destroyed Metropolis.
Yeah. And
he could go mad or crazy or whatever, so we might as well kill him off.
Yeah. But it was still weird. And Paige said, Lex Luthor, I just didn't like him. I guess they're trying to go with the older, cheesier comic book version, but we're past that now. Nowadays, Lex Luthor is a very serious, evil businessman, and kind of like the Kingpin, a very serious dude, not to mess with. And here they made him act all like Jim Carrey wannabe, that kind of goofy. When I saw the trailers and he saw ooh, Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, here, let me shake your hand, and it's oh wow, what a grip! You don't want to pick a fight with this guy. I'm like, no, that's not Lex Luthor. That's stupid. You know, I just didn't
Don't touch me!
But anyways, no, that was just a horrible portrayal.
Shove a Jolly Rancher in your mouth.
Yeah, that was also, what the hell was with the Jolly Rancher scene?
It's
I know, that was also stupid. And then
how it should have ended, they made fun of that, and the guy's like, no, I don't want it, I don't want it. And he kept trying to stick the thing in his mouth.
I know, and it was what the hell? And he would just keep coming around. I want access to this, okay. I want access to that, okay. I want to see the Kryptonian ship and whatever, okay. It was weird too. They kept giving him all these access and permissions to see all this shit. And then Wonder Woman's in it, and the movie also became a mystery. Batman's trying to solve who is this mysterious woman. It's they crammed too many things into the same movie. And of course Doomsday came in. Then of course the Death of Superman storyline. It's
it was too long, too much, too boring.
Yeah. I do admit though, it was at least action-packed at the end. It was cool seeing Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman team up finally. Once the first time we've ever get to see them finally on the big screen together. That was kind of badass. It's just, I guess,
Up to the point.
Everything else that led up to it was just, I don't know. And I do apologize, guys. There's a big fan base, and there's a huge like Marvel versus DC thing going on. But I don't care. I like the Marvel movies better. I like Civil War. I like Deadpool.
Marvel movies are really good. The DC animation's not bad. DC is the Batman trilogy was really good, and then the rest of the DC movies is like Suicide Squad was good. People still hated that movie. I didn't think it was bad.
I personally liked that
Still,
one.
Joker was a weird one.
Yeah.
Harley wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, those are basic thoughts. It just wasn't that good. And honestly speaking, it doesn't really get me excited for like the Justice League movie. I still have hopes. Let's check out Wonder Woman. I want to see Wonder Woman movie though. I want to see if that's good. Let's hope that it is, you know. Okay, so moving along, we have The Killing Joke, Batman The Killing Joke, the animated version of the famous comic book classic. If you guys don't know, the basic storyline in the actual comic book, I should say, is that Joker shoots Barbara Gordon fatally, you know, like, well, damages her spine.
Not fatally, fatally is dead.
Okay, well, shoots her seriously
well, the spine is
in a way
dead, but
that she'll never walk again. They kidnap Commissioner Gordon, and they want to, you know, drive him crazy, just to prove that anyone can go crazy like the Joker if you had at least one bad day, the way the Joker did. And all that kind of stuff, you know. That's how the comic book was, you know. And it was also about Batman worried about his eternal struggle with the Joker. How's it going to end? Is he going to one day kill the Joker? Is the Joker going to one day kill him? That kind of thing. And, of course, some of Joker's possible origin. That's what it was supposed to be about, you know. The cartoon version added, like, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes, 30 minutes of extra junk because... Well, I guess if you literally copied the book to cartoon, I guess it would be very short or something. You have to fill it up somehow. But wow, no. It was this long scene, like this whole long Batgirl fighting scene, chasing against this weird mobster punk kid that liked them.
Cat and mouse.
Yeah, with Batman correcting her and stuff. And
it's supposed to just make you feel for Barbara.
Yeah. And, you know, Batman and Batgirl get it on, because, you know, that's what everyone's going to talk about. There was so many complaints about that, because they just don't have... Yeah, they just don't have that kind of relationship in the actual comics, though. And, of course, there's a huge age gap and everything. And, you know, Batgirl, whatever, then she quits because I guess it's just too complicated with the Batman thing, and then the Killing Joke stuff starts. But the thing is, that first part just goes on for so long that like we even joke like, wow, I think we rented the wrong movie or something like that. Or is this like a new Batgirl movie? Because it just didn't feel anything at all like the Killing Joke. Like the Joker should have at least made some cameo, or maybe they should have shown how he escaped from Arkham. That's something to remind us that it's supposed to be about him. I mean, I understand that's the padding. But the both parts, like CinemaSins even pointed out, both parts just don't connect together that well. If you're making, like, I don't know, like you're making a Superman movie or something, you don't make, like, the first half of the movie about Lex Luthor, and then all of a sudden the movie's about Brainiac now, and all about Brainiac. I mean, it's just, it doesn't connect. And you have this whole thing about Batgirl and this mobster guy, and all of a sudden it's the Killing Joke now with the Joker. It's just weird. Now, as for the actual Killing Joke scenes, you know, it's pretty good. Straight from the comic book. Of course, they got Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy to do the voices again. Tara Strong to do Batgirl, because she did Batgirl in the second season when they were like redrawn, more stylized, whatever you want to call it. And of course, Mark Hamill has always gone on record. He said many times before that he was done with the Joker, but if they ever did make the Killing Joke, he would come back to do it, and he did.
He's gonna keep coming back when they just throw some cash under his nose. He's going to come back time after time if you give him some money.
Yeah. But I still feel some of the parts are still kind of like, I don't know. I just didn't like the ending with the monologue, because I think, like, just the whole point of making this in the first place was Joker's epic monologue at the end, with explaining how even World War II almost started by telephone poles and junk like that. It was the monologue. But they would cut parts out of it, and they made a stupid fight scene during the middle of it. You know, the Joker was not fighting Batman. He was like monologuing with a microphone somewhere. By the time Batman did catch up to him in the comic book, he was done talking. Or that was the part when Batman said the whole, it's not funny because I've heard it before and it wasn't funny the first time. Like, he came in after. Here, they like made him fight during it and hitting with pots and pans and garbage. I mean, that just kind of ruined the whole scene for me. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. like, I don't know, ever since the trailer when Joker was shouting out, "Why aren't you laughing?" I was like, no, he wasn't shouting in the comic book. That already gave me like a red flag, like, uh-oh, and all that. But, otherwise, I don't know what to think. It was weird. It was weird. I mean, you're going to do the story, do it right, you know? And to give an example, if you guys have seen Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, those two were almost like super literally out of the comic book. They did a super good job copying the comic book to like animated form. They should have done it like that. I feel they kind of messed it up. Even with Mark Hamill coming Conroy, it's still, I don't know. So what do you think, Paige, just watching it as a movie in general? Like, ignore the comic book just as a movie. What did you think?
Good. It was cool getting to see, like, well, I didn't get to read the comic, but it'd be cool to see the comic come to life. The first half is kind of boring, and, like, it could have showed her defeat someone, and then that's it. It was just dragged on, like this cat and mouse chase between her and the Power of Frauds. That's his name. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I guess, like, just doing the Killing Joke part would have just been very short and like an hour long, not even. And so they had to add that somehow, but the sex part, they didn't need that. Bow chicka bow. There has to be sex in every movie, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
There has to be some bow chicka wow wow somewhere in there.
People were joking that, hey, you got to get that R rating somehow, you know.
But I guess it's okay. It's a good movie. I don't know if I'll buy it.
No, we saw it in stores many times. I'm kind of glad we decided to just rent it first and not just like blindly buy it. It's like, Killing Joke, it has to be good. Oh, I'm glad that we waited on it and everything.
I have to read the comic now. Give it to me.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. Okay, so those are both the reviews.
Crap, you know where it is exactly.
I know, but well, whenever. Anyway,
you just don't want to give it to
Dawn
me.
of Justice and Killing Joke, those are both movies. We were kind of disappointed of them. I guess I would at least like Killing Joke a bit more because at least I can enjoy the scenes that were copied from the comic book correctly. But Dawn of Justice, I don't know. And we'll see what happens.
No to Dawn of Justice. It was a terrible movie. It was long and boring. Never wanted to watch it again. I was going to watch it with my dad after, because we rented it. It was like 5-day rental thing. And I was like, Dad, you want to watch Dawn of Justice? And he's like, okay, sure. After the movie, I'm like, Dad? I text him, I'm like, Dad, I don't think I can rewatch this movie. He's like, why? I'm like, it's confusing, long, and boring. And I'll do, hi, Squeaks. He answered me this time. I'm like, you're going to get confused, so I don't think it's best to watch it. Yeah. Or at least you could watch it on your own. But he's like, no, so we returned it, so no. No!
Yes, and I'm not sure. I think we got the normal one. I don't know if we got the extended version, director's cut or whatever.
Well, that thing was long.
But yeah, I don't want to...
If that wasn't the director's cut, then I would not watch that thing.
I don't have patience to watch an extra half hour or whatever amount it has. So anyways, guys, that's the end of the review. Sanctum with Mark Rodriguez here.
Paige and very, very quick appearance from Ham.
Yep. And we'll see you next time for some, we'll see what other random things we'll review. But stay tuned next time, because in this show, everything and anything may be reviewed. See you next time.